You were lied to, not by a stranger, not by some random person on the internet. You were lied to by the very system that was supposed to prepare you for life. Your school, your parents, the entire structure of society that told you, get good grades, get a safe job, save your money, and you'll be fine. But here's the brutal truth nobody wants to say out loud. That advice? It's keeping you broke. Right now, somewhere in America, there's a doctor pulling 80-hour weeks, drowning in student loan debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and calling himself successful. There's a teacher with 3 degrees and 0 assets. There's an engineer who makes 6 figures and has nothing to show for it at 55. And then there's someone who dropped out of college, never got a real job, and retired at 40. What does that second person know that the first group doesn't? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. Because Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, one of the best-selling personal finance books in human history. Not to motivate you. He wrote it to wake you up. Stay with me. Because what I'm about to show you goes way deeper than invest in real estate. This is about the psychological prison most people live in their entire lives and never even realize it. Let's start with 2 men. Both real, both influential, both in Robert Kiyosaki's life. His biological father, his poor dad, was an educated man. A PhD, a government employee, a man who believed in the system with everything he had. He told Robert, study hard, get good grades, find a secure job. He lived his whole life following that script, and he died nearly broke. Then there was his best friend's father, his rich dad. This man never finished 8th grade, no college degree, no fancy title. But he understood something that school never teaches. He understood how money actually works, and he became one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. Now here's the question that should be burning in your mind right now. How does a man with a PhD die with less money than a man who barely finished middle school? The answer is not intelligence. It's not luck. It's not even hard work. It's financial education. Or more specifically, the complete and total absence of it in our school system. Think about this for a second. You spent 12 years in school, maybe 4 more in college. You learned algebra. You learned the history of ancient civilizations. You learned how to dissect a frog. But did anyone sit you down and explain how taxes work? How compound interest can either build your empire or destroy your life? How a mortgage is actually a liability, not an asset. No, they didn't. And that's not an accident. Kiyosaki argues that the school system was never designed to create wealthy people. It was designed to create employees. Obedient, skilled, taxable employees who spend their lives working for someone else's dream. But here's the part nobody tells you. The real damage isn't just financial. It's psychological.